Hi friends, good evening. Today it is 22/11/2025 and the time is roughly around 10 o'clock. 10 days before I said that, if the crypto comes to roughly around 84,000, we can try to enter the, crypto market, and it is for long term. So now it is actually, yesterday it came and touched the 84,000. So I thought of making a video for you, and this video will be little lengthy, and we are going to discuss crypto in various methods, starting from the book dates, which we predicted last year, that what are the important dates for crypto in the year 2025, and how the price time square 1 hour candle has given a magical, points when it comes to trading, trading. And we are going to discuss based on the technical perspective, like, Pitchfork, Ichimoku, Ganangle, and Fibonacci. There are many technical parameters we are going to check out. And apart from that, the major time cycle when it comes to Astro, how Astro is playing a major role when it comes to BTC USDT. We already made a video on, I think, 29th or 30th of January, why crypto made the top on exactly January 30th, January 2025. That video is already available. You can go and check that. And we are going to talk about the minor Astro aspects, how it is creating the huge trading opportunity for you to make money in crypto. And apart from that, whether we can enter now or not. So all that we are going to discuss, and this video is going to be a little lengthy, so you need to have a lot of patience to watch this video. And if you like it, just give a thumbs up. Otherwise, it's up to you. But we are taking a lot of time to do all these videos. Minimum, it takes 1 hour preparation. So just one like will definitely give a little bit of enthu for me to do more and more videos. Anyway, decision is always yours. Now let's get into the chart. So first we will start with the book date. So this is the book date. This is, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th observation is happening on 23rd, which is tomorrow. So based on that, it says it has to make a bottom. Now, people, those who bought the book from me, they know how to trade this. When it comes to index, how much points it delivers, breaking the high of the candle or breaking the low of the candle, how much it delivers. And if there is a case of inversion, which is a very crucial, part when it comes to seasonality. So how the inversion works, and if the inversion happens, how much points it will deliver rather than the normal book dates. For example, now if you go to my Telegram channel, where we have a separate, thing for this one for our members, and even if you take go down here, we gave that dates. Yeah, these are all the dates which we published on Jan 6th to the member, because by mistake we missed that crypto dates in the book. So we published these dates, on January 6th to our, the book buyers. So now these are all the dates in that. Now let's take the last instance so that you will understand what is inversion and all that. So now it says BTC USDT 11th November 2025, it should make a high. Okay, now, and on 23rd November, it should make a low. Now let's go to the recent one so that you will understand. Okay, so now let's go to the chart. Now what it says, for example, 11th November, I have already marked that candle. So it should make a high. It should make a high. Even the recent high, it should make a high somewhere here. But from the recent high, it made the low. It is not the high. So in that case, it is called inversion. If it is not making what we predicted, if it is an high, it should make a high. If it is a low, it should make a low. If not, it is called inversion. So now normally, based on the book, when it comes to index, if it breaks the high of this candle, if it is a normal book date, it should give 5% on the upside. If it breaks the low of the candle, it should go 5% on the downside. That is the criteria. And for the stocks, it will be 7.5%. And now for the coming year, for 2026, we are working much better. How we can capture more than 10% or 15% or 20% in the stocks, by the seasonality date. So we are working, further to bring down the dates and to deliver better return than 7.5% in stocks. It may give even 10%, 15% based on that single date. So now let's come to the previous year where we said that breaking this high, it should give 5%. Breaking this low, it should give 5%. But in this case, it is inversion. Instead of I, it made the low. So whenever the inversion happens, possibility that instead of 5%, it will deliver 10%. Okay, it doubles. So now let's go and mark that candle high and low. So how to trade? Very simple. Once the candle close below, wait for the retracement, go short here, stop loss recent high, and target, because of the inversion, it is 10%. So now if you go down here and if you calculate how much it has delivered till now, till the next date, it has given roughly around, I think, 20%, 18%. No, sorry. Even if I take it from this low, yeah, it has given roughly around 22% return on the downside. That is the power of inversion. Okay. Now, based on the book date, it says it should make a bottom on 23rd, which is tomorrow. Now, two scenarios. First, it may make a bottom here, and from there it will start. But if it breaks below, again inversion, because it has to make a low and it has to hold that low. If it is not able to hold that low, again one more inversion, possibility of another 10% on the downside. So tomorrow's high and low is very, very crucial for crypto, especially BTC USDT. So watch out for tomorrow's candle. And in that, we specifically mentioned that 8:30 to 9:30 night candle. Okay, so you can make it 21 p.m. candle will decide the crypto. So now from 1 hour we are bringing down to from one daily we are bringing down to 1 hour. Okay, if that is going to be inside of our pattern, see, I'm not going to talk about the pattern. You all know much better than me. You know how the candlestick pattern works. What are the candlestick pattern which we can identify to predict the top, bottom, doji, all that. So I don't want to go deep into that. So now, in case if there is a pattern involving in that particular time, you can use it much better to capture the momentum on the higher side or momentum on the lower side. So now I am giving you the date. I am giving you the time. That is, yes, tomorrow 8:30 to 9:30. I have already published this 7 days before in my Telegram channel. Okay, watch out for this particular timing candle. Okay, so now if it breaks the low, again we are in big problem. Possibility of another 10% on the downside. If it holds the low, possibility of 5% on the upside. First, okay. Now, based on this, even if it makes the bottom tomorrow, the next resistance will be not this, not this. The resistance will be this. Understand one thing. The timing candle gives the dynamic support and resistance rather than the postmortem support and resistance. The postmortem support and resistance which I was talking about is this. It doesn't work most of the time. The timing candle will work as a magic when it comes to support and resistance. Okay, so watch out for this. Anyway, this video is going to be with you. Now let's go to the 1 hour timing candle. Okay, let's go to 1 hour timing candle. So this was the 1 hour timing candle, and the next candle is going to come tomorrow at 8:30 to 9:30. Now we have given this two observations in my Telegram channel. It is all there in my Telegram channel. If you just go and put in Telegram channel price times square, if you just put price times square here, 1 hour, if you can put even 1 hour. So if you put price times square, so now this is the candle which we are going to concentrate tomorrow. And again, if you go somewhere here, price times square, maybe, yeah, this one maybe we can take. Yeah, so now we got this candle. 10:30 to 11:30 tonight. On that day, when I was posting, it was 28th October. 28th October. So it is 10:30 to 11:30 night PM. So that particular candle is the price time square candle. You need to mark the high and low and take the trade. Okay. So all this, I teach in my course how to get this candle at all. Let's go and watch how this candle worked. So now this was the candle and it was a very small candle. So you need to mark the high and low. A candle close to below, you can wait for the retracement, or you can, use your own system to, be with the trend and capture. We use our own system to capture the entire momentum. So the stop loss is roughly around, let's say 300 points. And if I go short here, my stop loss is this particular high. So let's take 1000 points. Let's take 1000 points as my stop loss. So how much it delivered till the next price time square candle? It delivered roughly around 12,000 points. 12,000 points it delivered. So now, for example, you went short. Now the next price time square candle came here. Again, a very small candle. Okay. So now this candle closed to below little bit. So now stop loss triggered. Again, it went up, came down. We entered. Again, my stop loss got triggered. Again, I went short. Again, I went short. My stop loss is the recent high. So first two times on the first timing candle, no stop loss hit. It gave roughly around 12,000 points profit. Now in this case, it because of this particular candle close to below, the two times the loss was happened, and the third time we went short here on the retracement. Our stop loss is the recent high. So from here, how much it delivered as of now? So now if you go here, the next timing candle is going to come only tomorrow at 8:30 to 9:30. So now how much it delivered? If you take from here to here, I don't know where it is going to come. Seriously, I don't know. It may even come here or it may even come here. All that I know. Let's take today's wherever it is sitting now. So if you take, it has given another 18,000 points. So now even if you take the low, which it made anyway, now nobody is going to cover at the low, it is roughly around 22,000 points for a stop loss of roughly around 500, 600 points. So this is so powerful, and you can decide this candle much before. You can do this calculation and you can keep this for next month, which candle I am going to trade. This can be used not only in BTC USDT, you can use this in stocks, you can use this in commodities, you can use this in currencies, you can use this in Nifty, Bank Nifty, Fin Nifty, anything and everything. Anything and everything. The stop loss is very small. And if you are a trend player, and if you want to capture the entire momentum, let's say from year to year, okay, positional bet. How simple. You can use your own system. Normally we use fortune signals. So it gave a sell here itself. Before the timing candle itself, it gave the sell. Until now, there is no buy. So that you can capture the entire momentum, and all the candles are red. You can capture the entire momentum till now. And let's see what happens tomorrow. You can also use your own system. A simple SMA will do wonder. The simple SMA will do wonder. You don't need to have a complicated systems. The simple SMA 21 will do the wonder. Or if you want 50, the 50 will do the wonder. It's all up to you. Don't complicate your things. Just one indicator to be with the trend. Anything which you choose, you can choose. If you like RSI, choose RSI. If you want MACD, anything which is available, you can choose. But the trade should happen based on the timing candle. It is not based on your RSI and MACD. If you use that, you will never capture this kind of a momentum in your life. You understood? Right. So now this is price time square 1 hour candle. Now let's go to the next part. So we all know that SMA. As of now if you see before, it broke the 20 SMA. This is 20 SMA, which is the blue color line. Last time it broke here. Right from here, if you take from May 2019, it has not closed to below the 20 SMA till 22nd of April. 3 years, the trend was intact. Here it closed to below, and it gave roughly around, if you take from year to year, it gave roughly around 24,000 points. But if you calculate the, the price when it broke here, it was 50,000. So roughly around it gave 25% or 50% fall from year to year. But now, after a long time, it closed to below. And the price is, as of now, it is 84,000. So even if you subtract 50% or even 25% from here, it may come roughly around here. I'm just giving a ballpark figure, which is more or less combining with your 200-day SMA, which is the black, which is the 50 SMA. Okay. So possibility that till it is not going to close above the 20 SMA, possibility that it may even come down below to 27, roughly around 55,000 level. Okay. Based on your SMA. Now let's go to weekly. So now weekly, exactly it is at 100 SMA. And this is your 200 SMA. Okay, now let's go and check what happened previously. So last time this was, the 50 SMA, the green color line. And whenever it came and touched the green color line, it bounced. Now it broke. Definitely trend is bearish. And even if you put the trend line from year to year, 100% it says bearish. Okay. So now when it comes to weekly and when you come to daily, it is definitely bearish. And when it comes to monthly, it is close to little below the 20 SMA as of now, but we have another, 8 days, 9 days to go. And this is, 365 days trading. So we have roughly around 9 days. We need to see whether it is able to hold that, 20 SMA at the month closing. Till that time, we cannot take any decision on the monthly, SMA. As of now, it is at the 100 SMA when it comes to weekly. And when it comes to daily, it closed to below all the SMAs and it is, going very deep cut. Okay. Now let's go to the advanced one. First, we'll talk about Pitchfork. So now based on this, once it broke the median line, and exactly as of now, it is at this support. Break below, possibility that it will come here where the blue color line of the pitchfork is there and where it gave a breakout here. This is where the real breakout happened after the consolidation. So more or less what it says, possibility that if it is not going to cross this median line, it may come down here. Maybe even if you take, the date, it says roughly around on 29th December, possibility that it may even come down to roughly around 69,000 level. 69,000 level from here till it is not going to close above this median line. Okay, break below, the extension will start working. Okay, right. Now let's go to Ichimoku. This is where the real thing is. Now, see, the Ichimoku will always give you a trend, closing or the end before any, maybe RSI can give the divergence and all that, but the pattern of Ichimoku will do wonder. The pattern of Ichimoku will do wonder. So from here, if you take 26 candle, it clearly gave a M pattern. And from there, it started falling. Now, when it comes to monthly, the support level is somewhere here, which is roughly around, 65,000 to 57,000 level. And more or less, it is combining with our pitchfork analysis also. So this area is going to be very, very crucial support. But what is very interesting now is in weekly. Now, first, if you go back here, the cloud changed. The cloud changed here and it gave a buy candle here at around 35,000. So from there is no looking back and all the candles are green and it is trading above the Ichimoku, cloud, and the cloud is become red and it is ascending and more or less little bit of a consolidation here. Again, it started moving up once the consolidation is over. So now it is at the very crucial stage. This week, it came and touched the exact flat bottom here. Possibility that it will fight. Possibility that it will fight. So if it holds this low, if it is not closing below this low, or if this lagging span is not closing below the cloud, it is still having a chance to revive from here. Even if one candle closes below, till this lagging span is holding with the cloud, without breaking the cloud, the possibility that this guy will take a U-turn, because the cloud is having real strength. The cloud is having real strength. Only thing is, this should not close below. No. If that happens, again it will become more weak. So now, when it comes to Ichimoku, yes, possibility that we can definitely take a bet, and we need little bit of confirmation when it comes to daily. When we are going to enter even on a weekly, we need little bit of confirmation in the daily, because normally the bottom happens on the pattern. Okay, so now if you take even this one, if I put that high and low here, more or less, above this, the breakout is happened. So it may even come down here for a one candle in a week, and then again it will start, moving up. But we need a confirmation. We need a confirmation in daily. So now let's go to daily. As of now, there is no pattern emerged. But the pattern on the top, it exactly emerged here. 26 candle from the back. Now the same pattern has to emerge here. For example, let's say the pattern was emerged here a little bit, but it is not a perfect pattern. But still you can see, if you see here, this is not the perfect pattern. And that is why it is able to give it up. So now, once it closed to below the cloud, it is not able to cross. And this is where the minute area where you can go short with a very small stop loss. This is what I teach in my thing, how you can pinpoint the exact place where it will take a U-turn, and from there where you can go short. This is the point where you can go short, and you are able to capture the entire momentum on the downside. So now, as of now, there is no pattern involving in daily. So we need to wait before entering now. That is what I'm telling you. We should wait before entering now for investment, because there is no confirmation on the pattern when it comes to Ichimoku. Maybe after tomorrow it may even consolidate and the pattern may emerge here. We don't know, but we need to see. So as of now, we cannot enter. We can wait and watch for next 5-6 days how it is seeing, or based on tomorrow's candle, if it is able to close above that, and we can take a little bit of entry even for the investment sake. But even when you are entering for investment, there is something called stop loss. Many people think that for investment there is no stop loss. No. If that is the case, if somebody invested the entire money in Yes Bank, I don't need to say anything. So even for investment, there is something called stop loss. You need to maintain that. If you want to live in this market, stop loss is the only weapon to save you. It is a safeguard thing, whatever you want to call, you call. So that should be must. Again, when it takes the U-turn, and from there, if it started moving up, again we can enter, no problem at all. But without confirmation, entering this market, even if you are an intraday trader or a positional trader or an investor, even on a Parama bull also, there is something called stop loss, which you need to follow. Okay. Otherwise, even God cannot save you. Now let's come to POB, which is our secret weapon to find the targets. So now how to use this? Very simple. Take the major high, major low, plot it in the POB, you will get the target. So now first instance I'm going to show you is this low. This is the predominant low, and this is the predominant high. So I put that mark here. You can go and check whenever you have time. The high was 69,000 and the low was 3782. So once I mark that, see, if you go and check, many people will say, this is the breakout pattern. But most of the time you fail. Most of the time, if you buy simply based on the breakout or a breakdown, you will fail. So we need something called purity. Only after the purity, the market will definitely give a better risk reward ratio, and the chances of winning the trade is more. So now what happens? After we mark this low and high, we got the POV. Now see what happens here. This is the first target, 126130. That was the exact high. That was the exact high based on this connection which I showed you. So now what happened? It closed above the decider. We need to wait for the retracement. This is the entry and this is the first target. And again, it is coming back to the same point. Now, if you are following POB, you need to enter here. The stop loss is here. The target is, if it is going to hold this thing and it is not going to hit the stop loss, the targets are 1, 2, and 3. 2,22,000. If it is going to hold this decider and O&M, and if it is not going to take this stop loss out, then the targets are in front of you. 1 POV. Okay. You can take any high and low in POV, but see how the market respects these numbers. Now let's go to the next step. The next one is here. So now in this, before this fall, I am going to take this particular low and particular high. So now I made the POV. Now what happened in this case? It closed below. It closed below. So I need to go short. I shorted, my stop loss triggered. My stop loss triggered. Now again, it went up. Closed above, went and touched the first target, came back, gave the entry exactly at the decider and went down, went and touched the first target on the dot, second target. On the dot. The second target is more crucial than the first target. So now again, it is coming back here. You can take an entry based on the POB by keeping a stop loss of this number. And again, the targets are in front of you. You can use this in 15 minutes. You can use this in 1 hour. You can use this in daily. You can use this in weekly. I'm just showing weekly because we are talking about investment. We are not going to talk about trading now. So you can use this method. Now let's go to another POB. Now this is the recent INO. So I mark that high and low here in my POB. Okay. Now, when I check that, exactly it got rejected. Suppose if somebody entered based on this breakout, somewhere here, or the retest, now he's in deep problem. So that is why we always say the breakout should be pure. It should be divine. Then only you need to enter. Otherwise, you don't need to enter. So now if once I created this high to low, see how beautifully it went and rejected at the decider. None of the candle closed above. And from there, it came down and it the stop loss roughly around 30,000 points. So purity of breakout is the simple price action technique, which you can use it even in any time frame. But normally we used to use in higher time frame. And for trading in Nifty, Bank Nifty, stocks and other stuff, we use 1 hour, major candle high and low, and then we take this trade. So now this is based on the POB. Now let's go to the next part, which is Fibo. So now I've taken the last recent low from here and to here. So now what it says, more or less, it is going to come back to 0.5. Why? Last time it got rejected exactly there. So this move, after it broke the 50%, it gave another 50% on the top. Now it is coming back to this 50,000, sorry, 0.5 level, which is roughly around 70,849. As of now, it is exactly closed, more or less, it closed at 0.382. Okay. Right. Next. This is based on the Gann angle. So as of now, based on the Gann angle, it is exactly at the support. And based on this Gann angle, it already achieved the targets. So this new Gann angle, it says I am at the support. Last time it broke out 8 bar 1, came back exactly, touched the, the entry level, and from there again it moved up, came down, and again now it is exactly at the 2 bar 1. Definitely you can, think about taking an entry if you are following Gann angle, method. Now let's go to the time cycle, which is very, very important. See, what we talked about first is book date, that is based on seasonality. Then we talked about 1 hour price time square candle, that is predominantly for trading. And now we are going to talk about astrological phenomena, how this astrological thing is simply doing wonder, whether it is in gold or commodity, crypto or, forex market, how this simple system is delivering phenomenal return. Okay, I don't want to go deep into that and say what this astros and all. I just mark that candle high and low. Okay. Now let's go to the recent I've taken 4 instances in this. People, those who finish my course, they know that why I mark this candle and all. So now let's go and talk about that. So first, the candle came here. This was the first astro event. 30th Jan, which I mentioned before. That we clearly said 30th Jan. If you go to my Telegram channel and if you put 30th Jan, today, BTC USDT Astro date must hold today's low. Already top happened on 30th Jan. Already top happened on 30th Jan. And we gave this 30th Jan much, much before. I think much, much before. You can even go here, I think, 24-1. 24-1. I don't know. It may be somewhere here. Okay. I don't know where I gave that. But 30th Jan candle is going to be the dictator of the crypto. So now from there, it gave a solid correction. Again, how to trade, mark the candle high and low, take the trade. That's all. Okay. So now it gave a solid correction and then again it went up. Then you got a next, astro candle. And from there again, see how beautifully it works. That is why we always say timing candle high and low is the dictator of the market. It is not your support and resistance. No way. The timing candle high and low is the dictator, because it knows much before what's going to happen there. And that is why it is dynamically protecting the market or giving a lot of resistance to the market. So now again it came down, then again one more candle. Again it came down, moved, and the recent one which we got here is on 8th November. 8th November, that was a very important date, and got rejected based on this 30th Jan candle and collapsed. This you can use it for trading purpose. Simple astrology. No, you for this and all, you don't need to know, the astrology. You don't need to go read in Panjangam. You don't need to go and check where is the moon, where is the Saturn, where is the Earth. You don't need to do anything. Simple date will do wonders. You should know after you enter how to capture the momentum. That is what you need to know. For that, if you use simple Fortune signals, it gave a sell. So simply be in sell. Enjoy the trend. Enjoy the trend. Now let's go. We will go to the another time cycle. This is simple time cycle. Again, it will do wonder. So you take any high, any low, and simply mark. Let's take this high. This is the first high. Simply mark 144 candle. But normally we don't use 144 candle in crypto. But still you can use it, not a problem. Again, mark the high and low of the candle and take the trade. Only two observations. One, it should be on the top and it should be on the bottom. That's all. Now, from the top, this is the candle, solid momentum. Now, from the bottom, 144 days, this is the candle. And this was the exact top. This candle is the exact top. None of the candle closed above. Simple method. No complications. If this 144 candle is going to match with your POB, double confirmation. If it is going to attach with one more pattern, let's say Ichimoku pattern, or if it is going to combine with you in RSI, divergence. Simple technique. See, once you understood the time analysis, you do whatever you want to add to be with the trend, or to find out the early top, or to find out the early bottom. The simple 144 is doing wonder. Even in Bitcoin, even though we don't use this, you need to take it from the top, do it. You need to do from the bottom, 144 can finish. How simple it is. People are only complicating with 20,000 indicator in the chart. No need to do that. Very simple thing will do wonders. Now let's go to the next point. Okay, now this is on 1 hour time frame, which I already showed you. It is still in the sell came here, and there was one buy here. Your stop loss got triggered. Again, it has given decent, roughly around 60,000 points from the top. Now, for the trader, for example, let's say it is making a bottom on 23rd, which is tomorrow. Then can I enter by closing my eyes? No. First, if you are a trader, first to mark the tomorrow's 8:30 to 9:30 candle high and low, take the trade. If it closes above, you know how to trade. I've taught you many times how to trade that. So take the trade. And once it gives a buy in 1 hour time frame in fortune signals, again I will intimate you. And once it come back again to the blue, that is where I entered for my investment. For trading, it is tomorrow's 8:30 to 9:30 candle in the night. If it breaks above, take a buy. If it breaks below, take a short. For investment angle, I predominantly wait for this structure, and I will go and check when I'm entering for my investment. I will go and check whether it is giving some kind of a confirmation in Ichimoku in daily, or at least in Ichimoku hourly. So once I combine all that, then I will take the entry for investment. For trading, anybody can do. Even tomorrow you can do, mark that candle high and low 1 hour candle and take the trade. If the God is going to be with you, you are going to make phenomenal money on the upside, or if it breaks down, and you are going to make phenomenal money on the downside. So that candle, you can use it for at least, even if you take, you can take more or less, if you see, you can use it for roughly around 15 days. That particular candle high and low, you can use it for the next 15 days for trading purpose. Investment purpose, I clearly said I will wait for my confirmation. Two confirmation I need. One confirmation I need from Ichimoku compulsory, whether it is giving a pattern on the lower side or not. And tomorrow's candle is very, very crucial for me. So we need to understand based on the seasonality whether it is going to make a, whether it is going to close above tomorrow's candle high. That is my first confirmation. Then I will go and look out for the pattern in the lower time frame in Ichimoku, lower time frame, higher time frame in Ichimoku. Once all that is done, then I will put my number. After everything, I will put my number game. So in that number also, it has to give me a cushion that it is at the major bottom on the number front. If all it combines, I enter. See, last year we predicted metal is going to do well. Before that, we predicted 2023, pharma is going to do well. 2022, there was a video which I posted how we entered at the bottom in in IT sector. Okay, so next year we already predicted which sector is going to do well. It is pharma. Okay, we already made the complete webinar for that. Which sector is going to do well? As of now, we decided it is going to be pharma. And last year we predicted metal will do multifold. We wrote very clearly on the first day of Jan in the Telegram channel saying that multifold. So we wrote on 1st 1/1/2024. 1/1/2024. So now if you click here, we clearly wrote the sector to concentrate are private banks, PSC sector, and especially metals multifold. You understood? This year, you go and check any sector and see which sector has given you the maximum return. It is metals. It is metals. So every year we will come out of the sector and we will do the analysis and we will take an entry. So now next year we already identify it is pharma. So we are entering pharma. We already entered pharma based on some mutual fund, NFO and all that. We entered pharma. So you can also go and do your homework. And I'm again saying I'm not a SEBI registered investment advisor and all. Do your homework. This is my analysis. I may go wrong also. Everybody can go wrong in this market. Market is teaching us every day new things. We are predicting something. If it happens, yes, if it happens. Even if you take, this election, we clearly said, expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. So if you go to the result, and we clearly said, based on the Astro, one second, I don't know where I made that. I don't know. Okay. So on the exit poll, we said exit poll today, all favoring BJP, wait for the result day and expect the unexpected. Nobody expected 202. That is what it is showing. And we clearly mentioned why you need to expect the unexpected, because of 5 retrograde planets having a combination in a single month, and where the result is going to come, that kind of a thing is happening. You will expect the unexpected. That is the scenario. So touchwood, whatever we are doing is it's working, and it is all credit goes to God and my gurus. So it is working, and let's see what we are going to do in pharma for 2026 and what we are going to do in Bitcoin. Whenever I enter, I will definitely let you know I entered for my investment. Okay. Even when I'm entering for investment, I have my stop loss. If my stop loss get hit, I will definitely book my loss. Okay. That is 100% you need to follow. Okay. Now this we already talked about, and that's all. What is this? This is Nifty actually. Okay. Ciao. Okay. So now again saying, if you are a trader, mark tomorrow's 8:30 to 9:30 candle high and low and take the trade, whichever side it breaks. And for the investment, mark tomorrow's candle high and low, check, what's going to happen. And normally people will say that, Saturday and Sunday, there won't be any volume in Bitcoin. Seriously, I don't know all that. If yes, then leave tomorrow's candle, trade on Monday. If there is no volume, then no need to trade. Okay. So trade on, mark the Sunday candle high and low and trade on Monday. Or 8:30 candle, mark the high and low of the candle. From Monday morning, you trade. No problem at all. No urgency that you need to trade only at 9:30 after the marking candle high and low. No need. Simply leave it. Give 1 day time tomorrow, since there is not, there's not going to be any volume. Simply wait for a day tomorrow and trade from Monday, so that you'll also get some volume and you can also make money. That is what people told me, that, Saturday, Sunday, there won't be any volume. Seriously, I don't know all that. But I'm telling you, if you want some more confirmation, wait for a day. Anyway, the 1 hour price time candle as well as the daily, seasonality is matching together, and where it is having a more support when it comes to Gann angle, And when it comes to more or less near the Fibo, and the major one is called Ichimoku. So more or less everything is combining, as well as your SMA. I think 50 SMA or 100 SMA. I think in weekly it is also at that particular support. So now let's say whether it is going to turn from here or it is going to give more pain, and it may even come down to even 60,000 level. Okay. So that's all. It's a long video, I think. So people, in case if you are interested, watch the entire video to learn more. And if you give, likes and all that, possibility that, earlier I used to make everyday video. And since there is no reply from your side, no reciprocation from your side, then I stopped it to weekly. So if there is no reciprocation again in even the weekly video also, then I'll move to monthly. I'll make one video monthly. Okay. So decision is always yours. Okay. Again saying, I'm not a SEBI registered investment advisor. So kindly do your homework, consult your financial advisors, do your thorough analysis before entering anything in the market. Don't believe any advisors, do your homework. And, once you get convinced, once you're convinced based on the system, then enter the market. Otherwise, take a back seat. Okay. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.